Okay. This article was done April 21st, 2016, a little less than a year after Sandra Bland was mysteriously found so-called suicide herself in a cell. What happened to Sandra Bland? The answers To answer that question, you must begin way before she died in a Texas jail cell. Let's get into it. This is the most interesting article of them all. At first, she used Facebook in that cute ho-hum way that most people do. Selfies, vamping new hairstyles, chocolate shots with her sisters and mom. Nothing really special. Not until just after Christmas of 2014. And you got people on the other pages talking about, oh, she been doing activism for years and years and years. No, nobody knew her until the newscast came out that she was dead in jail, and it made national news came out with this story about her. Not until just after Christmas of 2014, the debut of the Salem movie, which you know that Salem Black movie, that black programming movie. Within weeks of seeing the electrifying portrayal of the civil rights era, she transformed her Facebook page. I'm here to change history, she declaimed in the smartphone video posted January 2015. So all those YouTubers who said she'd been out for a long time, she started doing her activism on Facebook in 2015, a few months before she died, because she died supposedly in January. The first part you can read. She posted over 2 dozen videos, and that's because she died in July 2015. She started posting in January 2015. You can read that one yourself. In the days after she died, hashtag Sandy Speech went viral. Her videos made her the first black casualty of police brutality whom the world could know and deeply love post-mortem. She's been gone for almost a year, and we are still asking hashtag what happened to Sandra Bland. Too often that question has been merely called to a conspiracy theory about Montreal's jail guards murdering her, perfectly hiding the evidence, even taping her eyes open after death to take a convincing mugshot. And around that time, we did see all that crap on the internet. Again, I truly believe that this was another hoax, another Hocus news story. I really do believe she's alive, and that video of her in that cop interaction was scripted. I really do. I'm starting to believe that was scripted, even though it seems so real. I'm starting to believe that was scripted. Y'all can read. I'm just reading. That's going over her life story. Going over her life story again. We're talking about her past. Talking about how she was spunky. Just talking about her life some more. Uh, and she was busy with that let up. She joined a historically black sorority. And most sororities are with Freemasonry. Shaq was in a sorority, he Freemason. A lot of these people in the news and radio were in sororities and joined Freemasonry. A lot of sorority members go on to be in radio, television, and go on to deceive people or deceive the masses. So that's a red flag right there about her. Another red flag that she worked for that Cook distribution company that sold to jails and whatnot. Let's go to the part where she was employed at Cook, if it's on this one. It's talking about one of 5 students. It's more race baiting. More race. This whole article is a lot of race baiting. Back then, that whole thing was race baiting for Black Lives Matter. This whole Sandra thing back in 2015 was race baiting for Black Lives Matter and police and them all that programming. That's why this is fake news. It's a lot of race baiting, all that race programming, all that funky bullshit programming of race. They're talking about tickets she received. That's more bullcrap. It's the part where they talk about she had got PTSD and depression because she wasn't working. So I guess I do gotta read over this again because I want to find that part to point it out to you guys. But let me skim for it. They're talking about the tickets, talking about the previous court fine. A lot of people smoke marijuana. 1 in 5 people who are age was smoking marijuana in 2009. Now it's like 3 in 5 because marijuana is legal in a lot of states now. They just want you doped up. And doped out, you can't think. You just want to smoke dope when you get home. I call marijuana green crack because it is green crack. It smokes like it's freaking crack. A bunch of green crackheads. Talking about, I can read this as I go. Yeah, right. She grossed less than $8,000 in 4 years, right? She had a degree, right? How you come from a college and you worked at McDonald's? No, 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 no. No college graduate goes to McDonald's after they graduate. No, 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 no. And this is them making up stuff about her life. This is all made up. Her background got worse in Illinois. This is just making up her character. Like she's a made up character. Believe it or not, she's a made up character. In my belief, she's a made up character, and they just giving you more background on how made up she is. They just giving you the background of this made up character. Talking about more tickets. I'm looking for that part, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah. Okay. One of the last times Leonard saw Sandy was when she asked him for a ride for a job interview. He drove her to Cook's, a manufacturer and distributor of cookware and kitchen supply, mostly for prisons. Sandy was hired as an administrative assistant. The job only paid $13.50 an hour, but it was the first steady job she had in years. She even did a YouTube video. Leonard was happy for her not long after she told him she was living with an older man who worked at Cook's. An older man with a steady employment Leonard thought would be good for Sandy. Cook is a family-run business with about 30 employees, mostly white. One job perk is the chance to appear in a short YouTube videos to advertise Cook products. Sandy starred in some. In one video, she bends her red spoon back and forth while touting its softness and fact that it cannot be easily sharpened into a weapon. And that's all was just to give you background of this made-up character called Sandra Bland. Again, it was just made up. To me, it's looking more and more like fake news. Okay. Here go the part about the PTSD. We saw the part that she worked for Cook Distribution. A few months after she was hired by Cook, she saw Selma and started #SandySpeaks, which was in 2015 January. She started that. She never posted on Facebook about her job, even though working there began to weigh on her. This is bullshit right here coming up. Even though working there began to weigh on her as she became more politicized by the Black Lives Matter movement. She had grown tired of helping the man generate profit off the backs and sweat of black people. I guess black people in jail who committed crimes. Just like white people who are in jail who committed crimes. Just like anybody who committed a crime goes to jail, no matter your race or color. They remember her one evening as they ate dinner saying, I just can't do this anymore. She told him about working at Cooks. It hurts my heart so bad that I gotta sell plasticware and do videos about selling plasticware to prisons. Dog, girl, you're selling plasticware. You're an administrative assistant making $13.50 an hour, that magical number 13 an hour. And it hurts your heart that you gotta sell plasticware to prisons, the criminals, so the criminals can eat. Okay, criminals are black, white, Asian, Jew, anything. Name a race or so-called culture that made up shit, which are all humans, and they're all criminals. Anybody could be a criminal. If you're sinning, you're a bad person for sinning. You're usually a criminal because you go to jail. That's why they call it criminal. She was suffering from depression and PTSD. And she was suffering from. Why was she suffering from PTSD? On that very day, she said she had been crying. Her illness was something that the African American culture likes to turn a blind eye to. Coping for her was the daily struggle against nothing but the devil. I guess she had PTSD because she had so-called money problems or whatever. It's bullshit. It's post-traumatic stress disorder from what? From what, y'all? Let's look over these last few paragraphs. What could she possibly have PTSD from? And depression. And depression is not depression. That's when you're sad. If anybody gets sad. You stump your toe and it hurt, you may get sad. You lose your job, you get sad. You don't have any money, you get sad. You don't develop PTSD like that disease. It's not even a disease. It's not real. PTSD is not real. Like, sad is being sad. You get over sadness. You don't get depressed. There's no such thing as depression. You just sad. If you sad, get off your ass and do something about your situation. But again, this is a made-up fictional character. They got all this information about her from her family, huh? I'm supposed to believe this person is real. They got all this information about her from her family. Okay. Her family doing all that talking right. Again, 2015, y'all, same year she died, she continued to post links to articles about disturbing injustices against black people. 2015 was when Black Lives Matter stormed the airwaves. Again, this was part of the Black Lives Matter narrative. This was just more fuel for Black Lives Matters. Because there was a bunch of shootings going on, just a bunch of fake hoax shootings going on. Just the Black Lives Matter could take the airwaves. Just so the government could push their Black Lives Matters group. That made up group they made up. That paid propaganda Black Lives Matter group paid by the government. She left Cooks. And the reason she left Cooks because she said she didn't want to sell plasticware to prisons where people go who commit crimes. Black, white, orange don't matter. That's real stupid. That right there, in June she posted something that's so fake to Facebook about herself. Walked into the house, sink full of dishes, so I smashed a few plates to make myself feel better. LOL, one response. And that's the thing. That's to support the narrative of her having PTSD. Again, she's a made up character. Yeah, PTSD is a real. Depression is a real. Depression is called sadness. Get off your ass if you're sad. Mental health, yeah. People get sad when a loved one die, they get over it. People get sad when they don't have a job, they get over it because they get a job. People get sad when they get raped or something, and PTSD is not real. They get sad, but they get over it. They get over the sadness of being hurt. Trust me, they do. They may still remember it, but they don't walk around depressed and wanted to. Well, some do walk around demonically oppressed, and that's when the spirits or demonic spirits attack your mind and make you want to kill yourself. But no, most people who get raped, they get over it. Not trying to downplay rape as a bad thing, because it is a bad thing, but they get over it. You know, it's a sad event, but you get over sad events. You don't get depressed, you get sad. You're just sad, but you get over it. You get up and stop feeling bad about yourself. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because I know I'm not. Again, let's talk about 6:30 a.m. to go 6 and a 3 for you guys. A jail issued garbage bag. She used a garbage bag to hang herself. Most people don't have a garbage can in their jail cells, just to tell you the truth. They don't. Most jail cells don't have garbage cans or garbage bags. They don't. I guarantee you they don't. Okay, let's get to the end of this, because I got to do the other video to this. What is this last part? Sandy approached to John and his friend. She had talked to them before, and they liked her. She'd been recording them with her phone. She said she wanted to document their lives. She told them they shouldn't play the game. It was about summoning demons, not Jesus. I didn't read that part earlier. And the woman I was just saying about demons and devils, and how fake news, and how darkness, the principalities of darkness and evil. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities of darkness and evil in high places. To John felt graceful after they spoke. She said she was leaving for Texas. They waved and she drove off. Days later, to John saw the horrifying arrest video and heard how Sandra was found dead. He doesn't believe that she committed suicide. All he knows about her is that Sandra was a nice lady who gave him constant documenting him with her phone. As to the question, what happened to Sandra Bond, he knows that she was not. He knows that she was killed. This is a Hocus news. This is a hoax. This is fake. This is fake, y'all. That's common. This is fake, y'all. Let's go back to what they was talking about demons and devils for. And they go to that Black Lives Matter activism again, that she was so indoctrinated with, that fake government funded stuff. Since Sandy's death, discussions have grown about Black Lives Matter activists suffering from activists suffer from depression. They talk of being how do I know? Thank you. How do I know they don't suffer from depression? Activists. Okay, thank you. They talk about being worn down and worn out of constant microaggressions they suffer, which they spend their lives fighting. So microaggression, they're depressed because ain't nothing changing. No. One woman who has talked to wanted to fire a gun to her head. Rashawn McCarroll, MM, they go to MM 2332. Went beyond one thing. He fatally shot himself on the steps. I remember that. I remember writing on that. He fatally shot himself on the steps of his state capitol after posting on Facebook, "My demons won today. I'm sorry." That's that Black Lives activist back in 2015 who shot himself on the state of the Capitol. Which all those activists in that group are paid, brought off. That whole group is government assembled and funded. This is made up right here. Amid the demons, everyone remembers the goodness of Sandra, especially a little boy who said goodbye to her. 11-year-old to John Washington, 11 years old. 11, there you go, 11. To John Washington lived in her apartment complex in DuPage County. He recalls a summer day when he and some friends discovered a game called Charlie Challenge. That's when you take a pen and piece of paper, write yes and no. Then you take the pencil, Then you're supposed to ask Charlie a question. Then this pencil's supposed to move, which had gone viral on YouTube. To play, you take a piece of paper, write yes, no, in the four square grid, then balance one pencil precisely on top of another pencil, crosswise, in the center of the grid. Charlie, are you? Yeah. I ain't gonna say that because I'm not down with that spiritual shit. I'm not down with those demons. The players in these videos intone, and when the upper pencil swings to yes, they run away shrieking in grateful terror. Sandra approached him and his friends. She had talked to them before and they liked her. She'd been recording them with her phone. She said she wanted to document their lives. This is so fake, y'all. This event is so fake. I guarantee you that video of her with that police officer interaction is fake. She said she wanted to document their life. She told them they shouldn't play that game. It was about summoning, and it is about summoning demons. Ouija boards, that game, those 3 a.m. challenges are about summoning demons. Dang, the news even found the 11-year-old boy she was talking to and did an interview with the 11-year-old boy. So in this article, you got all the numbers of the devil. Then right here, you got the depression, PTSD thing. Depression, PTSD. Depression is sadness. Depression is when it's not real, but that's when spirits take over you. The spirits are real. Spirits take over you and feed your thoughts. Just look back at. I got a video on my channel about schizophrenia. Just look at it. But demons are real. The evil spirits are real. But this is fake, y'all. This is so fake. And if you play that Charlie game, you are inviting spirits into your life, and you will begin to experience crazy thoughts. Some will see things and hear things. It's not the pen and piece of paper and the fact what you wrote on the paper. It's when you say, it's the words you say after you did it, because you invited spirits into you. You're invited demons, like it says, you're summoning demons, not Jesus, into you. Now, that last paragraph, the second to last, and the third to last, these 3 paragraphs lets me know that this whole Sandra Bland thing is a hoax. Okay, let's go back up. Okay, we are finished with the article reading. We'll move on to the video part. And this is Awkward Occurrence for Hocus News. We will see you in the next video.